Hello, Cooper Clever 1972. I just saw a video by Gray 1951, otherwise known as Mike. And his video was a response to a guy named Ian, whose YouTube channel I can't remember the title of. Anyways, the topic is do we buy films we regret buying? So my answer to that question is basically no, because I love watching movies, even bad movies. Because like with bad movies, you can sort of it's easier to take apart why it's bad and what makes it bad, and um, so even watching bad movies, I can critique them and find their weaknesses, and you know it helps me to see what makes a film good. So um, anyways, yeah. So have I regretted ever buying movies? Well, in a sense, um, I haven't. I don't know if I've counted all my videos. Well, DVDs, Blu-rays, and I do have VHS too. But I do not know. I'm 45, and I have no idea. By the time my life ends, if I'll finish watching all the movies I own, because I have streaming platforms. I have Netflix. I have Mubi, which shows avant-garde and um, um, cult movies and foreign movies and classics. And I've got another one like that called Fandor. Movie shows films worth about 30 days. They take one off, they put one on. That's how I managed to see Black Sunday. But you can see Black Sunday on other streaming channels like, and another one I subscribe to besides Netflix and Fandor and Mubi is Shudder, which is a horror film website or streaming platform. I think they have Black Sunday on that. Pretty they have it, I believe. And just recently, just last night, I watched. I didn't watch it all the way because I had to get up today, but I plan to finish it hopefully today. I've been watching these Joe Bob. Well, I only watched one, Joe Bob Briggs drive-in movie theater thing. I've seen his stuff on YouTube. I think he used to be on cable. I don't have cable, but he used to host these like drive-in horror movie kind of things, and I've seen him a few times in person at the Alamo Drafthouse where he talked about. Well, the first time I saw him, he was talking about Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and he was giving very interesting uh, facts and history about the film. And then he showed another movie, which I can't remember what it was. So, anyways, going back, there's a few films maybe in a sense I regret buying, but not really in hindsight. So I bought this because I like Japanese movies. Um, the reason why I like Japanese movies probably is because I've had 3 teachers teach me Japanese, how to speak it. I know something about the history and the culture, and I want to go there. I'm trying to get to the stage of saving money for going to a trip to Japan. So I watched this and I thought it was kind of silly and was kind of cheesy. But looking back in retrospect, maybe it's not that bad a movie, because Criterion I think usually makes good choices. And usually when I watch a Criterion, I'm pleased by what I buy. I have sent a few Criterions to people, you, fellow YouTubers, um, because I couldn't I just didn't like the films. Um, but most of the Criterions I have, I don't think I'd get rid of. There is this one film here, Salo, or the 120 Days of Sodom, which is based on the Marquis de Sade's book, The 120 Days of Sodom, and I don't know where the Salo part comes from. I think it's 2 literary sources. I think this is an important movie. I think it's a great artistic achievement. This film is very controversial because of what they do in it. Um, like eating excrement and dressing up in, uh, well, the plot of the film is basically these Italian fascists, military and diplomats or politicians. They take these young people to this mansion and basically subject them to these very debasing and humiliating acts. Like they force them to cut their eyes and tongues out, and it's very graphic. The movie is extremely graphic. It's simulated, you know, the like the excrement is simulated. But I only could watch this film once, and I really don't know if I could ever watch it again. But I think it's an important film because it's talking about, you know, how a government can be left to their own devices and do terrible things. You know, America doesn't have an immaculate record of that, you know, of treating people fairly, you know, in the history of America, you know. But we try, I guess, to reach some better ideal of how we should treat people, you know. But I think this is a good reflection of, like, you know, what power can do if it's handled in the wrong way. Yeah, but it is disgusting, and I don't think I could watch it again. But I'm proud I own it. Maybe I could watch it again, but I very much doubt it. And I have a few other films of Pasolini. One other film of Pasolini I've watched. It's over there, but I'll just talk about it. It's called The Trilogy of Life. It's another Criterion. It's a box set, and the only one I've seen in there is, I think it's a Decameron. They also have like an excrement scene in it as well. And I think Pasolini was sort of into disgusting kind of stuff, you know, in a way. In terms of Salo, after he made the film and edited the film, just before it came out, I believe, he was killed, and it was never brought to trial. Pasolini was a gay man. He also was a communist, and he was an atheist. And you know, I think, you know, some of the powers that be in Italy, you know, were just not pleased with him or whatever. You know, I just, yeah. So for the most part, I don't regret buying any of the movies I've bought. I just wish I could set some time aside and watch them. You know, I've got to work. You know, I like to do other things too. You know, I like to get back to exercising. You know, I have a few guitars and a MIDI keyboard and a GarageBand, and I put GarageBand videos up on my channel. So I do that sometimes. I like to read, but I haven't been. I'm trying to hopefully get back to reading more. We'll see where that happens. I don't know, but and I like listening to music a lot, like on Spotify, you know, streaming music. But no, I don't think I get rid of any of the films I bought. I'm pretty much satisfied, even the bad ones, because I can dissect them and put them apart. And I just like the variety of choices I have, so I can see everything. You know, not just in Blu-rays, DVDs, and VHS, but in the fact that I have streaming platforms, I have movie theaters with MoviePass. You know, so I have access to various things, and that's a good thing in my opinion. So, yeah. So I guess I'm getting drawn out and saying too much, but that's basically my position. So, yeah. So comments are welcome, like Mike says on my thing. So, yeah. All right. Thanks for watching. Maybe I'll put up some GarageBand videos soon. You know, I put up a few recently. And Saturday I'm going to try to do another of those movies I watched during the week. And so far I've only watched part of a movie this week. I don't know where the time goes, but all right. Thanks for watching. See you later.